Well, howdy. My name is Sanjay. I'm a UI UX designer and developer, and today I am going to be trying something I've never tried before, which is creating my own WordPress block. WordPress block. Let's get started. All right, so in some of my previous videos, I showed you how to set up a local WordPress environment using local. Today, I'm using a local development environment created specifically by the WordPress team using their NPM package called WordPress env or WP-env. I'm not going to go through that here right now because really I want most of what we're doing to focus on creating a block. But if you're interested in how I created my development environment and how I got that running, this is where you go for that, and I'll drop a link in the description. Okay, so here we are in the create a block tutorial. Again, I'm doing all this like right now in front of you. I've never read this documentation before, so you'll get kind of an inside scoop about the way I think about things and some of the things I struggle with. Hopefully some of that will help you and get any of the gotchas that you may come across as well. All right, so it says create a block tutorial. One thing that I do when I have documentation like this, I like to see what are the different like headings here, right? So we have prerequisites, quick start. Oh, nice. And they give us like a table of contents, which is really great. And it looks like it's going to go further down. Okay, so I have a development environment. That's good. Ooh, this is cool. So the WordPress create block package allows me to scaffold. If you don't know what scaffolding is, that's a fun development-y type of term that basically means, hey, we're gonna build a bunch of files so you don't have to. I know that Rails does it. Redwood also does it. Redwood.js, they're a great project. Check them out. Anyways, so it says, see this quick start assumes you have a development environment. Yes, I do. Okay, so from your plugins directory, create your block. Okay, I'll do that. So right now, I'm in this particular WordPress blocks directory that I've created, and inside of it's all my WordPress files. So I'm just going to go to WP content, and then I'm going to go to, what do they say? Plugins? Yeah, plugins. That's what they said, right? Oh. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So, from the plugins directory, you want to create a block. Okay. And they say npms, and then grab this package, Guten Pride, grab this template, specifically grab the create block template tutorial. Okay. Yeah. I'll copy that. That seems good to me. Always read stuff before you go ahead and start using it on your computer. Okay, so I'm going to run that. And let's see. Create block. Should run me through. Okay, so we need to install these packages. Yeah, let's proceed. Going to do some thinking here. Okay, downloading template files. Cool. Okay, so creating a new WordPress plugin. Nice. Creating a block.json file, package.json. Also nice. And it's getting some scripts for me. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to let this run, and I'll be right back. Well, wowee, Batman. It finished, and it has all this stuff you can do, which I probably can go to the package.json and see some of these commands, but looks like they have some of these built-in things, which is cool. And it's compiling the block. Let's see what it did. Hold on. ls. Oh, okay. So I have a Guten Pride directory, which is, I guess, where the block lives. Cool. All right, so off to the left here, the npx command runs command from a remote package. Yes, yes, yes. Now you need to activate the plugin inside a WP admin page. After activated, go to the block editor, use the inserter, and search for your new block. All right. Hey, look, I already have an update. That's great. Okay, go to plugins, and we have the Guten Pride. says a Gutenberg block to show your pride and enables you to type text and style it. Nice. Let's hit activate. Cool. Oh yeah, and then they said go to a page. Let's go to a sample page. And welcome to the block editor. So kind, WordPress. Let's go and search for Gutenpride. What? Gutenpride is here. How do I do this? Like this? Gutenpride? Oh, it's because there's nothing. There's nothing. You can't really. Wow. I don't really. Okay. Anyways, we'll figure out what that does in a second. Okay. So it's there. It's going. So let's see. The Create a Block tutorial breaks down the following sections. We're going to go and look at each one of them. So why don't we start here? WordPress plugin. All right. So a block is added to the block editor using a WordPress plugin. Okay. So basically what they're saying is anytime you want to like create a section, let's say you're like making a website for a client and they want to have a cool block that's specifically for their company or something, you would add it as a plugin. All right, that's not too bad. So let's see, create your own plugin, install and activate the plugin. Okay, here's what's involved with the plugin. So a WordPress plugin. Set files, yeah. I did that. Switch a working directory. Okay, that's great. Generate plugin files. I already did all of that. Started WordPress. You'll notice that they're using WP-ENV. I've already started my environment. So that's why I'm kind of skipping through all this. And all of this has already been created for me. Like if we go to, let's see, WP content, go to plugins, Gutenpride, and here's that, right? So all this is already like created for me, which is nice. Okay. So start WordPress, I did that. Confirm it's installed, did that. So the package, remember I was talking about the package.json file. So defines the JavaScript properties. Cool. Yeah, let's go take a look at the package.json. Oh yeah, here's all the, so build is here, format, linting is here. That's nice. Okay. Sweet. Okay. It's probably important for me to see what actually happens when we run the build command. So it says use npm run builds for running wants to create a production build. So I guess that's when we're ready to release this thing and we're no longer in development. So this compresses code down, downloads faster, makes it harder to read for using browser tools, good for final deployment, not good for while developing. Gotcha. npm run start creates a development build, does not compress the code, so it's easier to read. Great, so that's npm start for development and npm run builds for when we're actually launching to production. I'm imagining that, I don't know, but I'm imagining the way this is worded that they're gonna basically create a zip file that you would then put into your WordPress site. Okay, by default, build script looks in src index.js for the JavaScript to build, and we'll save the file to build index. Okay, so any JavaScript we do, it looks like we need to put it in the src folder, the source folder. Make sure it's loaded into WordPress. Okay, plugin to load script to load the built script. So it's run with the editor. You need to tell WordPress about the script. This is done in the init action in the Gutenberg PHP file. Okay, so I think this is just gonna walk us through what's already been added for me, which is nice. Gutenberg. Okay. Meh. Come back. Help. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Yeah. Okay. So create block. So it's just telling me what each of these things are doing, which is nice. So plugin to load the script. So let's see, create block init, add action on the init phase of the WordPress build, load this function, and basically we're registering a block type, and it's going to pull from the directory, the build directory. So pulls from this directory, and I'm assuming it's going to read maybe block JSON, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so the register block type function, so this one right here, registers the block we're going to create and specifies the editor script handle registered from the metadata provided by the build block.json. Oh, nice. With the editor script field. So block.json. Editor script field. Where are you, editor script? File. And it's going to look for this index.js. So that's the editor script. And that's a build. Okay, so when we run builds, it will do all this for us. It's a minified version. But ultimately, this is where the directions come from. So the editor script. So I'm imagining that this is the script like in the actual Gutenberg editor itself. And then this is the editor style, what it looks like in the editor itself. And this is the actual style once it's rendered to the front end, I think. We're about to find out. Ooh, smiley icon. All right. For the editor script, provided in the block metadata, the build process creates a secondary asset file that contains the list of dependencies and file version based on the timestamp. This is the build index.asset.php file. Build asset. Okay. Let's see. So the editor script builds the build process creates a secondary asset file. So this contains all the dependencies and the file version and the timestamp. So there's a WP components folder somewhere. Don't know where that is yet. Maybe it's in assets? I don't know. Weird. SRC? Very strange. Anyways, these are the dependencies, and it's a dependency array. I wonder if this is like WP blocks. The way this is worded kind of leads me to believe that these are like built-in WordPress functions of some sort. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. WP register scripts. Aha! Okay. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought I had an aha moment, but nope. WP register scripts. Where are you? What in the world? I've gotten lost. WP register script. WP register script function. WP register scripts. Where are you? Weird as can be. You're probably watching this later. I'm like, it's right there, Sanjay. Literally, it's right there. Why can't you see it? I just can't see it. WP register scripts. Why don't we look for it? Never take no for an answer. Okay, functions dot, what is this one? Let's see. That's in the includes. Don't want that. This one is also in includes. Oh, it's a function used internally. So this WP register script function, it's going to register a name. It's going to call the handle. And it's going to relate the name to the specific script file. So it's basically registering my editor scripts, I guess. The dependencies are used to specify the script requires, including other libraries. So that's what that was. When we were at this one, right? So these are, I guess, libraries. Interesting. I've done something like this before in one of my previous videos about like adding a dependency, like the jQuery library as a dependency. So I wonder if that's something similar. I've always really liked this about WordPress. The version is specified, so the browser will reload. Helps with caching and stuff like that. The WP set script translations function tells WordPress to load translations. Internationalization. I'm not going to worry about internationalization right now, but anyways. Okay. With the above in place, create a new post to load in the editor. Create a new post to load the editor and check your plugin is in the inserter. You can, okay, I've done that. Use the web console. Yep. To open developer tools in Firefox, no worries. At this point, you have a plugin created and activated. Okay, the basic block's in place and can be added to the editor. Let's go to the next thing. Anatomy of a block. So, anatomy of a block. At its simplest, a block in the WordPress block editor is a JSON object. Cool. And they use ES-Next syntax. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what that is. So let's check it out. Let's see. ES-Next syntax. Okay. JavaScript language. CommaScript. Our usage would more appropriately be ES-Next, referring to the latest standard. The build step is what converts this latest syntax to JavaScript. So some destructuring, some arrow functions. Arrow function. Or even shorter, one line. Yep. Shorten. Imports. So the default import, let's see. Import variables function from an exporter. You can destructure the imports. Okay, yeah, no, I do know what all this stuff is, but never knew what it was called. Okay, the JavaScript part is done, and the src index.js file, if you remember what we were reading before, let's see, Guten Pride, right? The scripts, well, there's some build scripts. Where are we? Build scripts, build, WP scripts. Going to run this function, or this command, WP scripts build, and that's going to look inside of src and handle the build part. So they're saying index.js. This is the JavaScript-y part. Let's take a look at this before we go to that. So we're registering a new block. Interesting, they're using that syntax. See, import register block type from WordPress blocks. Oh, that's cool. It's a node module. the following, let's see, so they're going to use Webpack to compile. Nice. Internal dependencies. We have an edit, a save, a meta. Why? That's weird. I would like to see some consistency there. Capitalization, whatever. Every block starts by registering a new block type definition. So we're register block type. Did that come from? Yeah, come from up here. Register block type. Used to construct a preview for the block to be shown in the block inserter. Okay, so this takes, interesting. So the first metadata name, metadata, and it's going to take the name. I guess it's going to take the name of the block, and then it's going to take another object, example attributes message, edit and save. Okay, cool. All right, so yes, the first parameter in the register block type function is the block name. So this should match exactly to the name registered in the PHP file. And it's grabbing it from block.json right here. Oh, this one right here, block name. Grabbing it. Create block, Gutenberg, pride, or whatever. So that's probably pretty important. So if we're going to change the name of this plugin, typically I would go in here. Where would I go? Yeah, I would go up here, plugin name. Wow, that's really tiny. I'm sorry. And I would just change it here, but it sounds like we need to change it in a few different places. So that's a potential gotcha. Okay. Second parameter is the block object. So go to index.js. So this is the block object. Example, okay, has a key attribute. Or actually, the block object has example is the key, and the value is another object that has another object. Okay, cool. Let's see, the last two block object properties are edit save, block object properties. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So you're saying that's one parameter. This is another parameter. Whoops. Oh, wait. The last two block. Oh. So there's two parameters. That the name and then the block object. The block object contains some block information, and then it contains edit and save. These are keys of a block. Both properties are functions that are included via the import above. Edit and save. Okay. Edit. Run this function, I'm imagining. And save. Since it's lowercase, they're just doing save. They could have done save like this, but ES next syntax or whatevs. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the results of the edit function is what the editor will render to the editor page when the block is inserted. Results of the edit function. The results of the save function is what the editor will insert into the post content field when the post is saved. The post content field is the field in the WordPress database, and it's used to store the content of the post. Okay. So edit function is basically like whenever I'm editing this thing, what do I see on the page in the block editor? And then save is like what happens, like what is actually being put in the post content field. Most of the properties are set in src block.json, right? Which we saw. Does it support HTML or not? Text domain, editor scripts. Okay. The title is the title of the block. Icon internationalization. Okie doke. Block attributes. Let's see. Code implement. Okay. So block attributes. Let's see. Attributes are the way a block stores data. They define how a block is parsed to extract data from the saved content. That's how they save data. So that's an attribute, message type, string, source, text, selector, div. Interesting. For this block tutorial, we'll want to allow the user to type in a message that will display, that we will display stylized in the publish post. So we need to add a message attribute that will hold the user's message. The following code defines a message attribute. The attribute type is a string. The source is the text. Okay, okie doke. So I'm supposed to go to src block.json and there should be an attributes key with this stuff. Interesting. Okay. Could be that. Let's see. src block.json. Nope. Wrong window. Yup. Okay. Block JSON. Attributes. Block JSON src. Looks like they already had something here, but I'll just go ahead and, well, let's see what they're adding. So message type source selector default. The only thing that they've added is default to an empty string. So I will go ahead and add that. Default. And I imagine if I have default, JSON syntax. Imagine if I have a default here, Sanjay is awesome. I'm imagining that that will be the default text that is displayed. Maybe. We'll find out. Okay, so when the block loads, we'll look at the saved content for the block. It's going to look for the div tag, take the text portion, and store the content in the attributes message variable. I'm imagining this is data type as string. Like, I wonder if I could do like Boolean or something else, some other data type. I don't know. But it sounds like it's going to, I'm going to go to the saved content. I'm going to look for a div. Then I'm going to go to the text portion. The source is text. Okay, that's cool. So the attributes are passed to the edit and save functions along with set attributes functions to set values. Additional parameters are also passed into these functions. The attributes is a JavaScript object. So attributes is a JavaScript object. Oh, interesting. Object containing the values of each attribute or default values. Or default if values is defined. Set the attributes. Okay. So export default edit. Where are you? Let's see. So we're going to do attributes, set attributes. Okay. I think it's in here. Weird. Weird. Where's this coming from? Attributes or pass. Export default function edit. Where is that coming from? Export default function. Export default function edit. Where is that coming from? Oh, maybe this is... I don't know. That's weird. Oh, I guess I have an edit.js. Oh, interesting. Edit.js. Look at you. Export default function, attributes, set attributes. Oh, interesting. Okay. Text control component. Yeah, here's that text control component. Does that come from anywhere? Where does that come from? Text control comes from WordPress components. Oh, snap. These are libraries, people. These are libraries. Remember? In the builds. WP content. Components. There's the block editor. Where were we? Bada bing. Components. Block editor. Wow. I feel like I'm learning something. All right. So for example, block, the component we're going to use is text control. It's similar to an HTML text input field. You can see documentation. Let's just open that. Ooh, there's a storybook. Is there really? What? That's cool. Good job, WordPress, using Storybook for the win. The component is added similar to an HTML tag, setting a label. The value is set to the attributes.message. So component is added similar to an HTML tag. Oh yeah, they're just saying like basically how this works, because I think this is they're using React. Are they? Let's look. Dependencies. I want to say they're using React. I don't know. Probably. What is this? Okay. Oh, that's a font. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. I'm going to say that they're using React, which is why we have, where are you? Yeah, text control. Yeah, that is like, that's JSX. That looks very React-y. I'm just going to guess it's React. Okay. Save function. So when you hit save, so okay, the component is added. Yep. The value is set to attributes.message. Attributes.message. Was there a dot message? Where are we? Dot message. Oh, attribute.message, and the onChange function uses the set attributes to update the message attribute field. That's not too bad. Let's take a look-see. Whoop. Okay, so okay. Yep. So these are just props. It's a value prop. It takes the message. So attributes. I'm probably going to end up console logging this just to take a look-see. On change, run this function, a set attributes function, which we've talked about. Okay. For IDE support, optional. code completion and hints. You can install the WordPress components module. This is where the text components are imported from. The install command is optional since the build process automatically detects when imports. Well, yeah. WordPress components save? I think I already have that. WordPress components don't have that as a dev dependency. All right. I'll do it. Let's see. So we're in plugins. Let's go to Guten Pride. So that's the root. We're going to install this package, WordPress components package. Just going to do some fun stuff. I just realized we're not using yarn. Just a fun little thing I noticed. Hey, look, came up as a dependency. So that means now I should be able to click on this guy. Code completion. No? What? I thought you were, oh, there we go. Component type, props. Cool. Nice. Nice. Okay. So, okay. So we're going to update the edit.js and save.js files to the following, replacing the existing functions. Okay. So, believe that's internationalization. Not going to worry about that for now. Import use block props. Where are you doing this? Where are my import statements? Import use block props. Okay. And then text control, I have that. And then import editor.css. I don't think I'm using that. Let's see. Editor.scss. Okay, so that's not in there yet. That's the Sass file that we'll use for the editor. Let's put it here. Let's say import. Wow. Import editor CSS. Okay. They use semicolons, so why not? I wonder if I do format. Format? No? How do I format? I don't remember. Anyways, I'll do that later. Okay. Save. So we have this edit function, takes those two params. Technically, it's one param and it's an object, but whatevs. It's just destructured from the props. I bet you I can just do. I could. I'm not going to, but I could just do this, and then technically, yeah. I would be able to do props set attributes or something like that. Anyways, whatever. Okay. So block props, use block props. We are not using that. Use block props. I'm sure I've seen, okay, we use block props, okay. So it's going to return. Okay, so this is all the same. Text control. Let's add a label. Label equals. We're just gonna call this Guten Pride. Because of internationalization, I'm not going to worry about it for now. Value, message, set message equal to value. Okay, not too bad. Cool. Let's open the save. Wow, save JS file. Okay. Yep, okay. That everything's fine. Okay, so it looks like, so I haven't run npm start. So I need to rebuild the block. So basically, if I had been running it already, it would have been doing some auto reloading and stuff. Hot module reloading, probably, HMR. Anyways, so run build and then reload the editor. I'm wondering if I can, I'm actually wondering if I could just go ahead and npm start this now. npm start. Doing something. All right, well, let's take a look, see? Leave it. Add a, they said add a post, so. Okay, I'll add a post. Hey, look, there's already one here. What do we call this? Guten Pride is there. Hey, that's cool. I'm awesome, guys. So nice, Guten Pride. Anywho, well, that's cool. So that does work. That does work. Oh man, I lost my place. Okay, cool. Code implementation. Okay, so it says our basic block is in place. Next step is to add styles to the block. Nice. So these are the different styles. Let's see. So in the Gutenberg Pride or the Guten Pride, I should already have. Yeah, it's already set up from the generated script. Yeah, I've seen this stuff before, right? So yeah, so it's already doing that. Function checks for block.json, for JS and CSS files, pass them to the enqueue. So build index is compiled from editor that SCSS only loads within the editor. It's compiled from style.scss. Okay, very cool. Add CSS style for block. We only need to add style for the build. Since we're editing being the post. Let's see. Okay. Why not? I have a feeling this is already generated. Let's see. Editor. .scss. Font family get you can provide. Text type input. What did they give me? Font face. Oh, we're just gonna import it basically. Okay. Let's do something crazy just so I can see it. Where'd you go? Reload. View the autosave. Nope. Not gonna do that. All right, let's see. Coot and Pride. But now it doesn't. Interesting. What happened here? W block. Oh. Yep. I think it's because create block Coot and Pride with the input type of text. Right. Let's see. Let's delete this real quick. Reload this. Okay, so that was why. So now that means so I should be able to, I don't know, like update this or something. Reload. Yeah, and it's just massive now. Okay, cool. All right. Nice. Authoring. Oops. It said something really important. After updating, rebuild the block using npm run build, then reload the post to refresh the browser. Oh, I guess I haven't. Oh, okay. So after updating, so are you saying, is it update? So let's view this post here. I think it should automate. Well, let's see. Editor, save, style.css. Font, wait. So if I were to put this at 120, let's just say, okay, so it does hot module reloading. Okay. I don't always need to run npm build. Okay. Ooh. We get some nice things here. So we have an authoring experience on the primary tenets of Gutenberg as a WYSIWYG editor. Should be close as possible. There's a placeholder element. Can use a placeholder. Nice. I want to add one. Yeah. So placeholder from the components thing. All right. Is this it? Oh wait, no, it's in the edit part. Placeholder. Okay. And put it here. Placeholder. See how they do it. So it takes a label and it takes instructions. Okay, so two props, label and instructions. Blue blah, and then instructions. Do the blue blah blah blah. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, interesting. So blue blah, do the blue blah. Wow, that's fascinating. Cool. All right. Placeholder looks okay for a simple text message, but can be useful if you're replacing a block after what's typed in. Ternary function. Interesting. Better solution. Switching between a placeholder and input control works well for visual element. For text, we can do better. On change. Block props. Yeah. Okay. So they already did this, basically. They already did this. Finishing touches. You can put more components in. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I've never tried something like that before. I've always been kind of intimidated, actually, about the block editor, and it feels a little bit more approachable now that I've gone through that tutorial. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.